Good morning, everybody. So this is going to be my third try recording this video. I tried with YouTube twice and I got cut off. So this is the finished product. I'm going to make another one. So this is a preview. It will be not exactly like this, but very similar. I did the curls. There's feathers, there's a cattail right here, there's a little pumpkin, cone flowers, sunflowers, reds, yellows, fall colors. So it's just a fall wreath. I used the deco mesh. I'll go through all that in just a second. But this will be the finished product. You can see the ribbons with the little diamond wrap. All right, let's get started. Okay, so I used the 6-inch deco mesh from the Dollar Tree. I had 5 rolls of this in 3 different colors. I have this one with the white stripe. I have just an orange, black, and gold one. And let me grab it. This is what I've cut already. Now I have to finish cutting this. So here's the orange, white, and black. And then I have the orange and black and gold, and then I have just the orange with the sparkles, and then I have a couple pieces from a previous project of yellow that I threw in there just for something that wasn't orange. And then for my ribbon, I have my Dollar Tree diamond wrap, and this is 9 feet, 3 rows each, so I just cut them into strands and hot glued them to this black ribbon, which is just a regular, it says sheer ribbon, but it's not sheer. It's like a satin ribbon. It's 18 feet, and it's black. And I just cut that into 6-inch strips. I cut these into 6-inch squares as well. The goal is because doors like mine have a storm door or a screen door, so there's not a lot of space for those big, beautiful, bulky wreaths. So I figured I can still make a beautiful wreath. I just need to scale it down so it's not so wide. So I use 6 inches because I roll it up, fold it in half, and then it's only 3 inches. So when it's all said and done, it's actually about 4 inches deep, and it's perfect for hanging on your front door and closing your storm door, and it doesn't get smashed. I also have this wide woven red burlap ribbon, and this is 3 yards, so it's also 9 feet, and I cut these to 6-inch strips, all of my ribbon as well, 6-inch. This one is a pumpkin, I don't know if you can see it, a gold pumpkin wired ribbon. This one is also 9 feet. Let me just double check. Yes, 9 feet, also dollar store. I love burlap, so I got a regular burlap for fall. 9 feet as well. This is wired. This is a wired burlap, which I'm actually falling in love with. I think I might use that for Christmas. I have another project. I'll be making new stockings this year because we lost ours and we can't find them. Last year, Christmas was just chaos trying to find stockings. So this one is the plaid fall colors. It's got the brown and copper in it. And this one is also 9 feet long. And then I have my chenille stems or pipe cleaners, whatever you want to call them. I cut them in half so they're not long and bulky. And when I tie them to the back of the wire frame, I have them sticking out until the very end when I lay them all down in the same direction so it looks nice and neat in the back. So I'm going to finish trimming up because I still have lots of ribbon here from my last project. So I'm going to finish trimming up what I need for this project, and I'll be right back. Here is my 14-inch wreath form that I got from the Dollar Tree. Of course, it was $1. We never seem to run out of these at our store, thank goodness, because I only buy a couple at a time. Because when I go to the Dollar Tree, I end up spending like $40 or so at a time to make multiple projects at once. I've made a pumpkin wreath and the wreath that I already showed you, and that is listed in my Etsy store. If you are interested, I can put the link in the description. And so I'll be making a similar wreath like this to also put in my Etsy store, and whatever doesn't sell, I'll be taking to a craft fair at the local church, and that will be in the beginning of November. Okay, you guys, quick correction. I bought the wrong type of ribbon. The ribbon I bought is sheer. So I have this solid black ribbon that I glued the gold diamond wrap to. Whoops. And now I have sheer that I'm gonna, dang it. Well, I'll make it work. So I don't like my wreaths to be all exactly the same, but I do like them to be similar, and I'm a little bummed that I accidentally picked up the wrong black ribbon on the roll. It does look like solid black ribbon, but once you unroll it, it's definitely sheer. You can see right through it. So I'll just have to work with it. Okay, so I have cut up, I have cut up the ribbon. They're all cut up and dovetailed, and I had a problem with the sheer ribbon with the hot glue leaking through the back, and they got all weird and wrinkly. So I think what I'm going to end up doing is using what I have, and then maybe just cutting this into 6-inch strips and putting these together, but not gluing them in the wreath. We'll see what happens. I don't know. I'm kind of lost on that one. So anyway, I know there's a million videos on this. I've watched at least, I don't know, 30 of them. So you take the deco mesh, you roll it up, you pinch it between your fingers like this. So this way, for mine, it will be about 3 inches, 4 inches max. So you will be able to close your storm door or screen door. So you just do one of each color. And I have more orange than any of the others because I have 2 rolls of orange. Let me separate these really fast, sorry. Okay. So this wreath is primarily orange. Whoops, here's one. I'll just use this one to roll up real quick. So to roll it up, let me set this one aside. Because it naturally curls, it's really helpful to do it this way. You just roll it like you would lumpia or an egg roll. Pinch it between your fingers, not like a lumpia or egg roll. Place the other one next to it, and then grab an orange. And I like to keep my colors in the same order. Some people like to rotate their colors for more variety. I don't really like mine looking all mixed up. I'm kind of OCD and I like patterns, so it looks more balanced, I guess. So let's do the orange deco mesh. And it's a little tricky because it does really stick to itself. And with my last wreath, actually, let me put the orange in the middle. With the wreath I showed in the beginning, there we go. So we hold it like this, just between your fingers. Let me pause. So I had to count. The sun just came out. So real quick, and then I'll close that curtain. I was able to get 8 of these with the ribbon in each section using bars 2 and 3. So it's 1, 2, 3, and 4. And so I use the chenille stem and I wrap it around here, I twist it twice, I wrap it around here, and I just twist it all the way until it's done. And I leave it sticking out, and when I'm done, I lay them all in the same direction so it looks nice and tidy in the back. And I'll show you that at the end of the video. So let me go close that curtain. Okay, I do have music playing in the background. If by chance you can hear it, I do not own the rights to this music. I purchased it online and downloaded it to my iPod. So I have it playing in the background because my house is really quiet right now. and I don't really like it quiet too much. So what I'm gonna do is take 2 ribbons. Let me start at the end here. I have them all stacked up just out of view, sorry. So I have my burlap, and I'm gonna use my plaid. So I'll have the burlap in the front. It's a little bit narrower than the plaid. And I'll pinch them together in like an M shape. So I fold it in half, and then I fold it back again. So it looks like this. And I'll set this in between my fingers with the pinch facing my index finger like this. So when I wrap the chenille stem around it, it'll be facing forward. And I'm going to grab one of these, stick it on here. So I want it to be nice and full. So here's a chenille stem. Just place the center around the front. Hold on. I don't have my glasses on, so I can't see. There it is. Wrap it twice. So it looks like this. Now it's going to look like crap until it's done. But that's when you fluff it. Oh, it came undone. Okay. Now you wrap it around 2 and 3.
I am so sorry. Yeah. I'm sorry about that. I just woke up.
I'm sorry, my children are in the kitchen.
Oh my god.
So I just twist this all the way, and the funnest way is just to turn the whole ring. And then just finish it all the way off, leave it sticking straight out until the very end when we'll lay everything down. So this is what the back looks like. We're going to put 8 in each section so it'll be nice and full. I'm going to get one section done and then show you what it looks like front and back. Okay guys, so I'm about halfway done. I have 8 in each section, just with the chenille stems, and it's all flat looking because when we're done we're gonna poof it up and make it look all pretty. Alright, I'll be back in a sec. Okay, the hours have passed, but I just wanted to let you know that we are down to the very last section. I have all 8 made here. I decided to go ahead and make them in advance and then just start attaching them. It seemed to go a little bit faster. Let's get all this stuff out the way here. I did have to run to the Dollar Tree because I ran out of some of my ribbon and some of my deco mesh, so I had to buy more. Okay, so last section, we're just going to go ahead and film this part. Again, I'm putting one side of the chenille stem and the other side of the chenille stem on the outsides of 2 and 3 and then joining them together in the back. So I have 3 different kinds of deco mesh here. This one, and then I have 2 types of ribbon, and then, or 3 types of ribbon, but I have 2 burlap, and then the ribbon with the diamond wrap on it. So let's add these 8 in real quick, and then we'll fluff it and decorate it with flowers. I have some pine cones, some pumpkins, and I think that's good. I have my whole pile of stuff here next to me. I did purchase a bookcase. It'll be here, I think, on Thursday, and I got those. It's the kind with the cubbies. And I bought the gray canvas boxes to slide in and out of the cubbies, so I can put my craft stuff in there and my grandson won't see it and then automatically want to play with it. Oh. Start from the back. So at this point, everything's getting smashed together and kind of sticking together. So when I pull the chenille stems through, I'm just squeezing them together as tight as I can and just twisting. And then I'm sliding it down towards this last one that I put on. Trying to make room for the rest of them. And this deco mesh really sticks to itself, so the last section is really a little difficult and sometimes frustrating. Ouch. But you just have to be patient and know that it will all work out in the end. Excuse me. Okay. So just a couple more. And sometimes the curls want to pop through the wire wreath back here, so you just push them back out to the front. And in an earlier video I showed a pumpkin wreath I had made for my mother. I did deliver it to her finally today. Nobody was home, so I just hung it on her front door. And she just got home and found it, and she told me she really likes it, so that was really cool. I'm glad she likes it. Okay, we're getting smashed in here, you guys. We want a full wreath, so you just gotta work with it here. Try and pull everybody else out of the way. Down to 3 left. And I wasn't real picky about the color of my chenille stems because they're not going to show. Though you'll only be able to see them in the back, and they're all sparkly, so I don't care what color they are. They're not going to show in the front. Oops. See? No, you couldn't see, but that stuck to the other one. I have 2 more over here. So my space is like this big. This big. It's super small, and I have to fit 3 of these in there. Excuse me, let me get a drink of water. Okay. Almost done with this one. 2 more. And let me tell you, from sitting in this dining room chair all day, it's painful. So I cannot wait someday to have a craft room and a proper craft chair where I can sit in it for hours and craft. And it's grabbing my shirt and not be sore. I did get up and like make lunch and then run to the Dollar Tree and run out to my mom's, and I took a nap. So it really is an all-day project. Okay, last one, and then we can start fluffing, because right now, it doesn't look too bad, but it definitely looks flat. And they never look good until you're completely done. So let me see how I can squish this one in here, because it is hard to find. There we go. Pulling it with the chenille stem through the back. Gotta pull this one tight. Okay. Twist it up. I'm gonna lay all the chenille stems down going in the same direction so it looks nice and neat. I'm doing them in a counterclockwise motion. And again, this will be on my Etsy store. It's called Creations for You, I think. I just reopened it. First time I've had it reopened since like 2007. Pretty sure it's called Creations for You. But anyway, I will have the web address for it in the description. Okay, I'm almost done laying these chenille stems down. There we go. Done. Now some of them still want to stand up. They're being cranky. You can also fold them down underneath the one next to them if they just don't want to lay down, which is what I'm doing right now. Okay, so now this is what the back looks like. All the different colors are all kind of blending in. It's the green, gold, red, and a couple silver. So what we're going to do now is just start fluffing. Now when I ship this to somebody, I will try to package it in a box big enough that it doesn't get smashed down again, because then when they get it, it's not going to look that pretty. And it's important to me that it looks nice, as it does in the pictures when they receive it. And any loose little strings from the deco mesh you can just pull out and put in the trash. Luckily, with all the wired ribbon, this works really, really well. There we go. Oh, it's so cute. And some of these I've tried to pop through the back, so I'll just try to pull them forward. And I do have a door hanger if they want one. I can include that. Okay, so now let me pull the floral picks that I got from Dollar Tree. Ah. Okay, so these are the floral picks I have. I don't know that I'm going to use them all, but I will use some of them. I mean, the wreath is fine as it is. It's just really nothing special. So these ones, well, that's not helpful. It just says Bush. I don't know where I got this because it says it's $14.99. Oh, Joann's. I did not pay that much for this. But anyway, it's these really pretty white flowers, and it has a pine cone and some white gold metallic like fall type leaves and a little bit of raffia. This is also from Joann's, I think. Nope, this is Dollar Tree. This has the large sunflowers. It has the little berries, and it has a cattail in there, which I used on the other wreath. I'm not going to use that on this wreath. This is the coneflower, the echinacea coneflower. This one, it's supposed to be a pumpkin filler because it has a pumpkin on it, but these look like grapevine wreaths to me, or small watermelon leaves. They don't really look like pumpkin leaves. I also have this one that's all berries that is from Dollar Tree. I haven't used this one yet. Nope, this isn't from Dollar Tree. This is from Joann's. So I did. This one was on clearance. It was missing a bunch of stuff, so I got that one for super cheap. Anyway, these are from Dollar Tree. My red maple leaves, and this is sunflowers from Dollar Tree as well. So I'm not going to use all of these, just some of them. Oh, and I also have this bag of pine cones, but these are huge. So I might just use the little pine cone that was on that other floral pick, this one, because it's smaller. I don't know. Let's figure out what we're going to do here. My glue gun is hot and ready to go. It's hanging from the table. Okay. In the trash. There we go. Okay. So here's my wreath. And this is all personal preference, which kind of makes it hard for me because I am selling these. I want it to be something that everybody will like, not just me. Good thing this is a Stanley. Only thing is I wish it had a longer cord. Maybe I should just get an extension cord and like put it up on the table. Okay, so I really think I want to use these white ones. In my wreath, there is some yellow deco mesh, which is the top of the wreath. So let me get this situated. Okay, so this is the top right here. See all the yellow? That's the top of the wreath. So here, I'm going to use some yellow, or they're like cream colored flowers. I need to glue the center so they don't come undone. It looks like something was there and it got taken out. Okay. And remember, with the webs from the hot glue, you can just use a hot hair dryer and it blows them away. So let's just go ahead and set these here with a dry fit and see how I like it. If I don't like it, I can put them right back on their stems. But I do want it to be somewhat symmetrical but not identical, just so that it's pleasing to the eye. So these leaves are not in pairs, they're in singles. So I can put these on the outside and stick them in. There we go. I think that's, oh wait, the pine cone. I really don't know if I want to use the pine cone. Let's set that aside. I'll put the pine cone right here. Maybe I'll use it, I'm not sure. Some red maple leaves definitely have to go on this, because there's a lot of red and orange and black. Red, orange, black, and brown, I guess. It's just fall colors. It's not Halloween by any means. If you wanted to add jack-o'-lanterns once you purchase or whatever, by all means, do what you want to do. No, I'm not digging that. That's good. Okay, let's get another one. That's plenty. I usually do things in threes, but for some reason when I'm doing wreaths, I do them in twos for the accent leaves, because now I have the white and gold leaf, the green and red leaf, and the red leaf, so that makes it three, if that makes any sense to you. So now I have to choose between this giant sunflower and these sunflowers for the center. I think I want the red one. Definitely want the red one. That looks really cool. And then some of these berries that are on here would look really awesome sticking out. go. Put some between the flowers at the bottom. Now remember, this has to be able to close between the storm door and the front door without being completely smashed. So I don't want these sticking out too far. I'll probably put them at an angle when I come back and glue them so that they'll lay nicely and they won't be smashed between the two doors and look bad from the street or the porch. Oh, see, now if I can just tuck them down like that one, that would be really cool. I really want to use these cone flowers. I really like the color. I think I'll put these up a little bit higher. I normally don't put anything at the top. I just usually decorate the base, but if I do this with all three, that kind of rounds out the top. That one's done. So I have the pumpkin, the cattail, which I really don't like. It doesn't look right, it's not brown. And then these sunflowers have like the bottom of a pine cone in the center. Let me see this, hold on. I think it's good. I don't want it to be too busy. I lost a flower. Okay, let's start gluing. I need a longer cord. I'll start with the center sunflower on the base. And I just put a little bit of glue around the base of it. Make sure it's holding on to a ribbon. And these berries, I'll slide in here at an angle, an upward angle. There we go. Blue. The upward angle. I know it's silly to want it to look somewhat natural and organic because it is a wreath and they're clearly not from nature, but I don't want it to look totally fake and dollar store quality. I like it to be above dollar store standards. I'm definitely going to have to get a hairdryer and blow these strings away. Okay. Oh, one of my ribbons is starting to fray. I need to trim that. These dollar store scissors cut through the wire on the wired ribbon. They cut through the stems on these flowers. They have been really holding up. They cut through several layers of burlap. It's been pretty fantastic. I'm impressed with those dollar store scissors. All right, the white and gold leaves, I'm just going to glue right where they're at. Same with the maple leaf. Right in position. I don't want to move them around. I just want them to stay exactly where they are. And now I have the echinacea for the top, so I'm going to have to turn this. And then you guys can see the bottom. Okay, so I got to do glue around the whole base of this because it doesn't have a long stem. And I want these to really stay for whoever buys these. My glue is a high quality glue. It's not going to come undone in weather. So I don't need to use like Fix All or E6000 or any of that glue. My glue is Aero brand from Home Depot with my Stanley glue gun. Okay, we're done, you guys. Finally. It took me all day, even though this video is very short, but here we go. This is the top. And here's the bottom. So let me know what you think. Leave a comment for me. Subscribe if you like. Go ahead and ring that bell or click the bell so you know whenever I upload a video. I just got a promotion, so I'm going to be working more hours, but I'm also going to be making more wreaths, trying to get ready for a winter bazaar that's coming up in November. So I'll be making more wreaths. They will be in my Etsy store, but whatever I don't sell, I will be taking with me to the bazaar. All right, guys. Take care.